southern wine that needs just a little bit of salt. You got to admit that's pretty. Oh, wait a minute. You know I forgot the most important thing? Yeah. Oh, it's looking good. I guarantee that's a fine one. Ooh, boy. Hello there, I'm Justin Wilson. You haven't really lived until you've attended a Cajun delay in South Louisiana. My wife Sarah and I used to have one every year. We'd invite 50 or so friends, kinfolks, and neighbors over. Dress out a whole pig and let it cook all night by reflective heat in a building I built to cook it in. One year, 500 people showed up. Word had gotten around, and we had people there that neither of us had ever laid eyes on before. I love a cochon de lait. We'd spend all day eating, singing, and passing a good time with friends, a tradition that's important to the Cajuns of South Louisiana. That meat would be so tender, it would literally fall apart. I'd use pecan wood or oak wood to cook it. Season the meat with salt and pepper and stuff it with garlic. The flavor was heavenly. You can come close to cooking pork as tender and flavorful as the meat served at a cochon de lait when you cook pork roast in a bag the way I did on this show that I made for Mississippi Educational TV nearly 25 years ago. Boy, is it good. Ooh, boy. Hi, y'all are. I'm glad for you to see me, I guarantee. Hey, that's a good Cajun yell this morning, and I got a story I want to tell you. Before we did another thing, I've been thinking about this story, about 3 or 2 hours, so I can tell it to you. I got a friend that's rich, but he used to be land poor, and he used the same barber with me. And one day, I guess 2 or 1 year ago, I was sitting in the barber shop talking with the barber. And then come my friend, he flopped himself down there, and he told him barber, he said, you know what I'm gonna did? The barber said, ain't a bit told what you gonna did since you got all that money, I guarantee. What you gonna did? He said, well, me and my old lady, we going to Europe. We gonna go down to New Orleans and get on that National Airline plane and fly to Miami. Then we're gonna non-stop flip on National Airline all the way to London, England. Then we're going to go change plane, go to Rome, and go to Excelsior Hotel there. We ain't going to get a room now. Get a whole doggone suits, about 4 or 3 room. Then we're going to do the one thing, the only thing my wife ever told me she wants to do, and that's go have a private audience with that great man, the Pope. Well, that barber, like a lot of other people, he knows more than anybody else. He said, look, you don't want to fly National Airlines. Whoo, the crew go out and get drunk and fly you with a hang-around the next day. The equipment's wore out. And the overseas steward what they use, they the oldest one. And you talking about going to Excelsior Hotel in Rome, man, don't you know it's run down? The mattress look like the Alps, and the bed bugs organized in groups. And the food is terrible if you can get it because the service is so bad you might not get it. And you talk about a private audience with that Pope. You and your wife are going to go there to see that great man. And there are going to be 50,000 other people out there in St. Pierre Square. You just know you're not going to get no prize. And then you're going to come back and say you did it. Well, my friend said, you know how it is. And I told my wife, you married, you got to. He said, oh, yeah, I understood you got to go. Well, about 7 or 6 weeks later, I was back in the barbershop some more. I didn't stay there all that time. I was back. And in come my friend again. He flopped down that chair, and the barber didn't wait for him to say to me, I reckon you went to Europe, huh? He said, oh, hell yeah. And you wrong about National Airlines. That's the finest airline in the world. Fine, young crew, bushy-eyed and bright-tailed as they could be. Brand new 747 aeroplane, too. Whew, and that ain't all. They took me on how you call the flight deck to show me how to run that thing just in case. And you wrong, too, about them stirred eye. Man, my old lady kept me bugging the seat the whole way across, I guarantee. And they done redid the Excelsior Hotel. Brand new king-size bed, foam rubber mattress, clean, real good. Food, out of this world. Most as good as Cajun food, I guarantee. And we're the luckiest in service. Let me tell you something. I knock a little fella down, he's just trying to hand me something. And we're the luckiest people in the world. Me and my wife and another couple from up north around Shreveport. We got a private audience with that great man, the Pope. And we get through, we got to get, 30 minutes we there with him. You know that? 30 minutes we there with him. And he talk English most as good as me. And we get through, we got to get how you call the papal blessing. The barber's Baptist, so he's got to explain what that papal blessing is. And what we did, we all four kneel ourselves down. And that great man, the Pope, put his hand on that lady's head and he blessed her. Put his hand on that man's head and he blessed him. And good. Put his hand on my old lady's head and blessed her. And put his hand on my head and say, whoo, you ought to change barbers. That's the worst haircut I ever felt, I guarantee. Today we're going to cook 2 pork dishes. Broiled and baked pork chops. We bake them a little bit first and then broil them. And then we're going, we're going to cook a pork roast. It's a Boston butt. We're going to have a ham too, but I decided we already got enough ham on this show already, you know. But right now I want to show you something what took place at my house not too long ago when we cooked a whole pig, how you call it, a cochon de lait. There you see us put them pig hog on a wire frame. What we're going to put, that's not hog, that's a friend with me. And we stuff them good with garlic. You see them garlic? We put that all over that hog. In the loin, in the ham, we put that, in the jowl, in the shoulder. Every place we can find a place, we stuff them garlic and put it on there good. Then we salt and pepper them hog real good with good salt from Louisiana and red pepper made right down there at Port Vincent where I live. Then we wire that hog to a wire frame. Now that's wire we punch through, and we tie the hog real good so he won't fall on the dirt or in the fire. Now that fire is built in front of them hogs. See them hog there? Now it's on a frame. We turn it both ways. We turn it around and sideways round and round too. Now that's tin. It reflects the heat. It cooks them hog real good. Then we have the blessing, singing a song, going back to cut the hog up. You hear them singing? That's old Justin helping sing too, I guarantee. Whoo, boy. We take him up there, drinking a little lemonade, that's what he's got down. There's the pig hog cooked. There's a good friend of me, used to be a pro baseball player. Then we march up there, we put the hog on a big table in my outside kitchen, and we cut the hog up, and it's hot, hot, hot. Watch how fast we handle that meat. That's like looking at a hot horseshoe, real fast. You notice how serial we are about that, because this is serial business cooking a pig hog. 160 pounds. And that meat is wonderful. All the grease is dripped out on the ground, and the fat's still there, but it won't hurt you. That man there is a dental surgeon. He's working out on that hog right now, too. You see that? Of course, I get a little taste there every now and then. I see another surgeon there from up in Missouri who helped cut them hog up, too. It's real good stuff using them surgeons to cut them hog up, I guarantee. Now, we're going to cook right now some pork, not as good as them hog. That's the best pork in the world, a cochon de lait, I guarantee. Right now, we're going to broil some pork chops. We got them right here. Now. And I know that you see that wine on there. Well, I know why you're going to bake broiled pork chop with wine. We ain't going to do that. That's just to let you know I haven't forgot about that wine. No, what we're going to do, after the pork chops is most done, we put about a tablespoonful of soy sauce in them wine and pour it in and make how you call a little gravy. We put that on there. First of all, we're going to spray this with Pam, so it'll be easy, clean when we get through. We spray this baking pan or dish, whatever you want to call that, with Pam. Then I'm taking these pork chops and salt and pepper them. That's what I'm going to do. Don't they pretty? Put them salt on that. Both sides. Red pepper, cayenne pepper. Woo! That's good, yeah. Put them down in here like this. Get another one. Put on one side. Most lost him. Caught that pig, I guarantee. And we put the salt on both sides too. And I want to tell you right now, whoo, you talk about good. That's good, yeah. That pork is good, and I love it. Salt and pepper, that good. I want to tell you right now, that pepper will get to you if you don't look out. I put it as far from as I can to keep it from getting to me too good. No, look at that. Don't that pretty? Oh. That wine, and like I'm told you, after I get this most did, I'm going to put a little wine and soy sauce to make a little gravy to put on rice. You sort of sop it up if you want to. I don't mean dunk, I meant sop too. Not like that. There's a difference in sopping and dunking. Everybody don't know that, but us Cajuns do. I tell you that for true. Yes, sirree. Whoo, get on there, boy. I tell you, that look like a lot of pepper, but it's not. It's about the same as if you use black pepper. Just about the same. Not much different. It's pretty though, huh? Now, I got my oven preheating over there at 350 degrees, and I'm going to let these pork chop bake for about 10 minutes. And then, but right now, I got to go wash my hands. That hot pepper will eat me alive. Whoo, yeah. Get that off of there. I want to tell you, you got at least a little bit of cut on your hand. Not only will that hot pepper get you, but that salt will let you know right where it is, you hear? I'll tell you right now, that's true. Whoo. Now, I got my pork chop. I'm going to put them on the oven. It's preheating to 350 degrees. You notice I got that broiler down a little low. I'm going to put that on 10 minutes. And I hope I remember what they did when it go off. Let me put the light on so we can see. Now, I'm going to leave this over here because I want to be able to remember to put them wine and soy sauce. Pork roast. Come here to me, you little old pig hog. Nah, there's nothing like when you got a whole pig like I got. But right now, I'm going to stuff this devil. I mean, this pig hog, it ain't no devil. I'm going to put some garlic. If I can find a place, there's a place. Stuff them down there. Put some of this wonderful garlic down in there. Now, I just happen to have a cayenne pepper what I raised myself. But if you don't got that and you got a pickled pepper, put that on there. And if you don't got that, leave it out. Don't put it on there at all. Now put a green onion, cut them off, even with the meat, stuff them down in there good. In a little place. Garlic, put that on there. Whew, come on, boy. I tell you, that hot pepper got me a while ago. Whew. Put that hot pepper in there, put them green onion down in there real good, stuff them down where I put a little more. Won't hurt a thing, put a little more in there. Oh, man, you talk about good. That's going to be so good, I ain't going to be able to stood it. Whew. Got the pepper. Put that down in there. I know a lot of people say, whoo, that's going to be hot. Only right around where you got the pepper. But it's not too hot there either. If you like pepper, and I like pepper. Now, this is just a little bit of shallow place. I'm just going to put a piece of garlic down in there. I might just well put a piece of onion, too, to help it out. Yeah. Oh, there's a place we can put a little piece of garlic. Make the place, put the garlic, put the pepper, cut them off. Get in there, you rascal. Got to put just a little piece of onion. Don't want to leave it feeling neglected. Huh. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to salt and pepper this with salt. Pat it good. And a little red pepper, naturally. Then, just so it won't feel bad, we're going to do it to the same thing to the other side. Ha! Got a place right there. No? Yeah, there's a place right there. Got a good place for garlic there. Gonna put them on there, too. Got enough room. Got enough room in that place, that little hole there to put a green pepper. It's hot. Man, I mean it's hot, and don't you forget that. Them seed is hot. Whew. Make you nose get athletic on you. Garlic. It's such a little piece of garlic. I'm gonna put 2 pieces down in there. Sure. Piece of pepper. Let's see a piece of pepper over on that side. Piece of onion. Green shallot, some people call them onion. These are not scallions, oh no. Got a place over here. Come here, garlic. Gotcha. I got to go wash my hands some more, too, when I get through with this. Whoo-wee. You talk about. You scratch your nose or your eye. It's just too bad. The salt. Put them salt on there like that. Put them pepper, too, like that. Now, this roast can be cooked either. You can cook it either with on a rack and put foil on it, or you can do what I'm going to do, which is a lot more easy. And believe me when I told you, it make it taste more better. I'm going to cook it in a bag. I found out that these bags are a really great thing. First, let me spray this pan just at least a little bit with Pam, just in case. I know I got some here. Yeah, there it is. In case the bag broke, we don't want to have a hard time cleaning this thing up, you know. Whoo! I got to take a look on my pork chop there. But right now I'm going to put a little flour. I'm going to put a couple of tablespoonfuls of flour in here. If I can just get them bags to open itself up. It did. That's because it's a safety measure. Then I'm going to take them bags and shook them up real good. Shook them bags, taught them bars, get them things just right. Ha guarantee. Now, and you shake all them powder out of the corner. Don't get it in one spot, kind of spread it around a little bit. Now, I'm going to put them roast on that right this minute. Go in there, roast. Got the roast on it. And right here, I happen to have some green onion chop up. Put them on there. And I want to tell you right now, you talk about good, that's going to be good when I put the last little thing. See, you spread them around in there. Put this out of my way. Get this out of my way. That's where it is. What I'm going to do is put a cup of wine down in there. Might just well pour it over it. That's a cup of Sauterne wine. Whoo, you kid. To make a little gravy, a little juice, to put on something, to put on rice, or to sop up, it don't make some difference. Now, I'm going to tie this up and punch some holes. 12 holes. Might just well not waste them onions, just put them in there and cook them too. Let them go. That's good. Man, you talk about good. Go in there a little bit more, boy. A little bit more. Now you're going. Got them bags. Now, this is a pretty good sized bag. I like to use the larger bag because it makes it easy to work with. I know one thing, I've got to go wash my hand because the pepper has got to some cut where I cleaned some catfish the other day, and one of them thinned me. And if you don't mind, I got to go wash my hand right this minute. Done got with it. Whoo, boy. I'll guarantee you, let me know where it was. Dry them hands good, because I don't want to... You know, let me tell you, when you got wet hands or a wet cloth and touch something real hot, it's subject to burning you, I guarantee. Now, this is going into a preheated 350-degree oven. Oh, in the bottom oven right there. Now my pork chop is just right for me to put on broil. So we put that on broil, change that, and they're broiling real good, I guarantee. Whoo, man. Now I'm going to get this ready to pour some gravy on that in just a second. Oh, I got to punch hole. My goodness alive. You see there? That's a bad thing. If you don't punch them hole, your bag is liable to bust itself. And I'm going to punch them hole right now. Don't you worry none about that. Hadn't even got hot. But if you don't punch them holes, it's going to have a explosion. Boom, just like that. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I want to tell you right now, if I had not punched them holes, it would let me know pretty soon. In no uncertain term, it would let me know too. And that's them term is the kind you don't like. You hear? Woo. Bloom, bloom. Like them two Cajun talking one day, and it was just raining and storming. One of them say, "Listen to the bloom, bloom." The other say, "Listen, that fool can't say flounder." Now, what I'm gonna do, just in case my pork chop get there, and they're about there, they're broiling good, I'm gonna put a tablespoonful of soy sauce on this and stir them up. And I think that I'm gonna take a look at them pork chop and see if I can put this on there. I don't want to put it on there unless it's ready. Just hold yourself still there now. Don't go someplace. Not quite ready. They got to be brown before you put that on there. But if it's not brown, it's not good, no. But that looks like good enough to drink. It tastes, you know, that soy sauce, it ain't gonna taste exactly like wine, though, if you drink that. Ooh, let me get this cleaned up, out of my way. You know, when I'm cooking at home, I clean up as I go along, and I find it's a lot better, a lot more easy, I guarantee. Let me cast my eye here one more time. This is all set just right. 350. Got the hole punch. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put them soy sauce and wine, 1 cup of wine, just one. Not gonna use much. That's pretty. Smell good too. I tell you what, if anything, that soy sauce improved the smell of that wine. That's for true, I guarantee. Now I don't want to pour that on the pork chop, so I pull them out. And I put them in. It's on broil. Oh, that's gonna be good, yeah. And when you bake broiled pork chop, you notice you don't got to turn them over. You just left them in there. You're baking on one side, broiling on the other. Put this out of the way here right now, and I'm gonna fixing to go over to that table and eat myself some of this hog meat what I done got cooked up. While y'all were not looking, look what I did. I cooked up some of this. Whoo, you kid. Turn that around here like that. And slice just a little. Now, I tell you what, when you're gonna slice this pork, I would advise you to let it cool just at least a little bit, because if you don't let it cool, it's gonna make it hard to slice. But look at that. Now, this is a Boston butt, like I'm told you. Even then, it just cooks so good, and you let it cook about 3 hours until it cooks itself off the bone. That's what you got to do. Now look at that. Whoo! That's the piece I've been looking for myself. At least one of them. I'm gonna take 2. And I want to get that outside piece too because it looks so good. Well, it look good too. Might just well take that one. Now, over here, I got some pork chop. You talk about good. Well, I might just well have some rice and gravy with that, huh? That good rice, cooked every grain stand by itself, apart. What you call independent rice. stand by itself. Now, get me a pork chop. Get the biggest one they got in there. You know that's pretty, yeah. Whew, I guarantee that's pretty. But I got to have some gravy too. I just can't just not have a little gravy. And I'm going to use this rice spoon what I got there. Put a little of this gravy here on one side. And right here, I made some gravy when I cooked them roasts. You see, it's got a little flour on it that was in the bag. But the flour is done. Put that on the other side. Go ahead on there. You stand, you done got yourself a whole bunch of good food to eat there. Whew, I guarantee. Let me get with it. It smells so good. Oh, let me tell you something. That look pretty, huh? So much of the eating is not just the taste, you know that, but also the color and the smell. You know, it's a terrible thing. I think it would be terrible not to smell. I have such a wonderful smeller that I can smell and tell if there's enough salt in something. This is true. And the texture. You see how pretty that pork roast is there? The texture, that's beautiful meat, and it's done. You know, occasion I knew got so he couldn't see his food so well. Let me pour a little wine on there. So he went to the eye doctor, how you call an optometrist there. He went to the optometrist named Jerry Henderson there in Denham Springs, where I'm from. He said, Doc, I can't look as good as I used to. Doc said, well, let's just get here and make an examination and see what we can do. And he got him in the chair there, got him scared enough, you know, the way I could examine him real good. He said, I want to ask you something. Have your eyes ever been checked? This kid looked at him and said, hell no, they always been blue, I guarantee. Oh, man.